Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming back. This is mzjanis, your natural hair care practitioner tutor. And I just want to say hi. How are you today? How you doing? I trust that all is well. Well, I added a new camera, so it's kind of stuttered there for a second. You saw that, so I changed it back and we're all good. We're going to get started with hair defined. We're going to tell you about hair defined. Natural human hair, which is a slender thread-like cylinder of impacted protein and keratinized cells that is an outgrowth of the epidermis layer. We're going to ask questions, and if you are, we will answer them for you tonight if we can. So just type them over here. To me, it's to my right. So just type them, press enter, and I will do my best to help give you some answers. Hair functions. Primary functions to insulate the body from the heat and cold and to protect the head from injury and physical trauma. Secondary function, adornment. Hair structure. Human hair is divided into two parts. And the way you can remember that is the abbreviation for Sir, which is SR, or Senior, which is SR, and it's head, shaft, and root. Shaft and root. Here's your picture. Hold on, let me get it in the middle, centered there. And we're talking only about the hair shaft and the hair root. And if you notice, let me see if I can see it. It does blood vessel, and the hair root is connected to the blood vessel. Look down, it's at the bottom. I can't point to it because I'm trying to show you the picture. Then I was telling you earlier about the dermis. That's under the skin. And a way to remember epidermis, you can just put upper, but it's called upper. And that's on top of the skin. And just think of the hair that you can see on top of the skin. Because there are such thing as an ingrown hair, which grows under the skin and it makes a bump and it hurts and ow and and I keep reminding you that this right here is like the lowest level of anatomy and physiology. And as soon as mzjanis receives her license, we're going to start going a little bit deeper regarding the hair, root hair structure. So right there, it is called, you see the follicles. You got to look. It's under the skin. And the hair shaft. So you got to find the word hair root and hair shaft because that's where we're going next. Okay, the structure or the hair root. The hair root is located below the surface of the epidermis, which is the outer layer of the skin. That's the part that people can pinch or hit or you can scrape, and composed of 5 main parts. So we're going to hair root, the structure of it. The follicle, the erector pili, sebaceous glands, the bulb, and the papilla. Let me show you where the hair root is. The bulb is again. See if you can see my finger. And it actually looks like a bulb. See how it's shaped right here? But then there's the hair root right here. See, there's a line and then it goes right to it. And what that's showing you is, see right here, it looks just like a bulb. And then that's the blood going into, isn't that kind of cool though? You have blood growing in your hair. It's a growing organism. Oh, sorry, got a little sidetracked there. Okay. The structure of the follicle. The follicle encompasses the hair root and determines texture and curl formation. And let me see if I can remember. I know there is this one right here. That's the O, and that means that you have straight hair. So let's say for the example that this right here, this area below my hands is like the scalp. So if you have a, a circle, then that means that your hair is going to be straight. If it's kind of oval, I'm guessing, that means it's going to be wavy. I'm trying to remember is what I should have said. If it's like almost flat, it's curly. And if it's flat, it's kinky coily. Kinky coily. I believe I got kinky coily. I'm just saying, y'all should see. No, let me stop. Anyway, if you're talking about the follicle, one way that you can remember that, because on your fingers, these are the follicles, and you try to cut them off. I think that's what they call it. And I'm like, you have follicles on your hair? Okay, the structure of the erector pili. And it's spelled ARRECTOR. PILI. Just in case it's pronounced pilly. Erector pili. See, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help you out. Is an involuntary muscle. Look at this. It has blood cells, muscles, hair. Hair. Sounds like a living person, doesn't it? Okay. Erector pili is an involuntary muscle attached to the underside of the follicle. The muscle is sensitive to fear or cold, which causes it to contract. It's like, instead of you going, it's like your skin is doing it. Your hair is doing it. My hair is standing up on its edges. Something is wrong. The structure of the sebaceous gland. Sebaceous is SEBACEOUS. Gland. The sebaceous gland provides the follicle with the natural oils or sebum, which adds luster and pliability to the hair and scalp. And that's one of the things that people continually tell us, that if you brush your hair and stimulate your hair, and not your hair, you can brush your hair, but I mean, brush your hair and stimulate your scalp, that your natural oils is almost like they wake up and they start interacting with your hair. So, natural oils or sebum, which adds luster and pliability to hair and scalp. And that's what the sebaceous gland does. Okay, the structure of the hair bulb. The hair bulb is located at the very bottom of the root. The hair bulb is located at the very bottom of the hair root, which fits over and covers the papilla. And so it's sort of like my hand is the root, and it's talking about that's the hair. It fits and covers over the papilla. Because remember, right here is the root, which is that bulb, and then under the bulb is the blood vessel. You notice it that if you now it hurts, so don't do it. But if you pull one of your hairs out of your arm, there's a little blood under there. Isn't that something? Telling you. I think if hair had legs, it would walk. It has muscles. I wonder is my hair strong or weak? Okay. Structure. The papilla. The papilla is a small root area at the base of the hair that is filled with an ample supply of rich blood and nerves and nourishes the hair and stimulates growth and regeneration. The hair, the structure of the hair shaft. Let me show you a picture. Let me make sure I get it in the camera first. I think this is in the camera. But look, I'm trying to not get it too dark. The structure of the hair shaft. The hair shaft, also known as the stem of the hair, consists of three main layers which project above the epidermis. We already went over this top one. It's the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. And me, I like the word medulla because it sounds Africanish. I don't know why it sounds Africanish. It just does to me. Oh, can you tell me if the sound and everything is okay? If not, I don't know if it's going to allow you to text it a little bit later. I don't know, but I have to find out, or I'm going to find out how to do this new camera I have. I like the voice. Now I have to find out the drivers or get the driver's camera. It's called a Logitech camera, and I noticed that it's brighter. And right now, it's like the camera on this computer is running a little slower. See how my hand is blurred? Well, I don't know. I have to look at the video again and and see if my hand is blurred. It just looked blurred, and it looks like it's stuttering. Hair shaft or cuticle. The cuticle is layer of the hair is the outermost layer of the hair shaft, which consists of flattened keratin cells and amino acids that protect and seals the inner structure of the hair and creates shiny, smooth, silky feeling. The hair shaft, cortex. The cortex is the middle layer of the hair shaft, which is the thickest part of the shaft and is filled with melanin, keratin, protein cells, and microfibrils that gives hair its color, length, strength, resilience, and moisture content. Hair shaft, medulla. The medulla is the innermost core of the shaft, which consists of sponge like baggy cells that are found in thick, coarse hair and can be non existent in very thin, long colored hair. Okay, now we're going to talk about the hair growth. And I like everything about hair because it's definitely is a process. It's definitely a process. I like when children are born and basically they have like no hair, and then when they get like 2 and 3, their hair is like it's like okay. There are 3 distinct cycles to normal hair growth. There's the anagen, the catagen, telogen, and I'm instructing you all to a way to remember that because it talks about growth and growth is basically an action word. And so I just took this part of the word action for act. And so it's A, antigen, C, catagen, T, telogen, Elogen, telogen, 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 Telogen. Oh, I better show you this. Just in case you can see, we're going to go over the antigen, catagen, and telogen. And then what it does is like a cycle. It does the antigen and then telogen. And the antigen can last up to 7 years. Telogen is, I think, 3 to 6 weeks. Let me see. And then after the antigen, it just antigen, telogen, antigen, catagen, telogen, and then it does it again. It returns back to antigen. And the hair growth antigen, I don't know, antigen, is ANAGEN, is the active growing phase when the bulb is moving up through the follicle and now hair is being produced. This phase can last up to 7 years. Okay, let me see what I remember about the catagen. I just know that it lasts weeks, or I believe it lasts weeks. Let's see. Hey, how did I get number 5 here? Am I done and did I mess up? Oh no, I'm finished. I put the first through 5 pages under it. So we will be, yes, start at 7. Hold on one sec. Don't know where 6 is. Don't know where 2 is. I'm glad this is short because 17 minutes. Oh, here's 6. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't find page number 2. So some kind of way it got misplaced. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through this so I can find it. It's probably down there. Because I did part of the class earlier today, or part of the tutoring earlier today. Excuse me. Oh. Oh no, I don't know what number 2 is. Okay, let's get out our next 21 pages. So we're on 22. So that's going to be 43. Maybe it'll show up tomorrow when I'm reading. I'm going to put it down here because I have to find it. On page number 2, it talks about the law when it became separated from cosmetology school. It talks about that. What I'm going to say, I will talk to you again soon. I'm going to go now because I really want to fix the camera because it's still stuttering. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Continue to learn, continue to study, and we all will become licensed natural hair care practitioners.